The question that was present for me when I was thinking about recording this video was, what are you waiting for? It's like, what are you waiting for? I believe you already know deep down inside of you the projects that you want to say yes to, the dreams that you want to say yes to, that you want to be pursuing, the actions that you want to be taking. You already know. And then the question is, what are you waiting for? Maybe you think you need a bit more time to be certain that this is the right direction. Maybe you think that you need more money first. You need to be further ahead first. And then you consider saying yes to this dream. But what if you fail? And what if you make a mistake? And what if you embarrass yourself? What if you experience this rejection or this judgment and you can't handle it? So you start overthinking this dream. You start questioning it from every single angle. But the dream stays a dream. It's not going to change anything about the dream. The dream is just sitting there in the corner waiting for you until you're done overthinking. The dream is actually asking you the question, what are you waiting for? And this is also what I envision in a lot of cases as well, is I envision my future self, the one that already committed, the one that already created and achieved all the dreams that I can envision right now. That version of me that's out there in the future, that version is asking me, what are you waiting for? Make that jump, take that action, make that decision. And the image that comes to mind right now is, maybe you've seen the videos about those dogs that are on this elevated thing and the owner is underneath it, asking the dog to jump. And the dog is hesitating, it doesn't want to jump because it's a leap of faith. It's trusting that you will be caught by the owner in this case. But this is also where, whenever you commit to a dream, whenever you say yes, a full body yes, a full body commitment. I'm not talking about testing the waters for a little bit to see like, ooh, what temperature is the water? Do I want to go for the swim or not? Like, you just jump into it. That leap of faith, it requires so much faith and trust that you are held, that you are guided. And whenever I'm, let's say, caught up in myself because I make everything about myself so important, well, what if I fail and what will people think of me and what if this happens and what if that happens? So my mind that is operating towards certainty, that is operating towards safety, it is making everything way too important. But if I zoom out and I envision my future self asking me that question, what are you waiting for? Like, he already knows this is what you should be doing. This is what is meant for you. This dream is there for you for a reason. It is given to you. You received it in your heart for a reason. There's a reason why you have certain projects in mind and certain dreams and I don't. Even when we talk about the dreams with each other, there's a reason why certain things resonate with me and not with you. Because you are meant to pursue those dreams. And sometimes it even makes me emotional thinking about it. Thinking about hesitation. Thinking about even disappointing that future version of myself. That I was too scared to take action. And this shows up in even the little moments. Because right now, I think this is also the reason why this question is present for me. I am going through a lot of transitions in my life. So in a few weeks, I'll be going to Porto because I'm planning on moving there. So moving to a different country. I used to live in Porto, but I'm open to receiving different answers of where am I going in life? Where am I living next in life? A little project that I'm working on as well is I'm going to be dabbling a little bit in ads. So I created a free training about the foundation of change because I believe change is so overcomplicated. So this is a free training called the All-In Method. And this is not like any other course where you are left on your own and you just figure it out. Like, on top of this training, free training, people get a complimentary one-on-one session with me to make sure that this method works for them. So this is what I want to be giving, and I'm excited to create with people in this training and in this container. And I'm thinking about dabbling in ads to even get people into that space. And I've been procrastinating for a week. Like, I set most things up right now, but then I start questioning, is this the right thing to be doing? Is this really the direction that you want to be going into? You're going to waste a lot of money just running these ads. You don't know what you're doing yet. So all of this questioning starts coming up. So I start doing more research. And when I do more research, then there are so many variables in my mind that I didn't consider that I need to prepare for, of everything that could go wrong. So now I'm in this overthinking and over preparation mode and over analyzing things. And then I'm stuck and then I'm passive. And when I circle back to what is my next step, it is the same step as I envisioned last week. It is the exact same thing, but right now it just was overthinking a bit more. So what are you waiting for? And this is where I have to own my reality as in, oh, I'm too afraid to get started with this. And once I own my reality, of course, I can make an aligned decision moving forward. But this is, I believe, also why the question was present for me, because in all these little projects, in all these things that you want to be pursuing, what are you waiting for? Why don't you reach out to that trainer or that coach that you want guidance from, that you want help from? What are you waiting for? For asking for the mentorship? Why don't you start your business right now? Why don't you invite people into your program, into your offer that you're launching? Why are you waiting for a year later to launch this offer? Why aren't you doing it right now? You're thinking about moving to a different country when you have more money. Why don't you do it right now? What are you waiting for? Like, your time is limited. And this, and not to create anxiety, but to create this sense of positive urgency. Your time is limited on this earth. And this procrastination, it will kill you from the inside. Like, you will regret this. And that's why for me, like I said, the future version of myself, that's why I'm thinking about it so much, because that helps me to connect to that moment, as in, how do I want to look back at this moment? How do I want to look back at this season of my life, at this stage of my life? What does it look like a year from now, 2 years from now? That in those years, I've given it my all. I have nothing left in the tank. And not just as in high performance and only taking action, but also as in the depth, the connection, the love, the gratitude, the presence. And of course, also the achievement, the results, the actions that I took, the relentlessness that showed up, like all of it. Like, what does that look like? That I didn't leave anything in the tank, that I gave it my all in those weeks and those months and those years. Because it's not about the result that you get or don't get. It's when you know that you have more in the tank to give. Like, that's where the regret shows up. You know that you left things on the table, that you could have given more than you did. That's where the regret shows up. When you know that you've given it your all and you missed the mark, you didn't get the result that you wanted. You know that you've given it your all, and you can be at peace with that, and it will be better next time. But when you, let's say with a workout, you didn't win your championship by whatever margin, and you know that you had something left in the tank, you know that you didn't go all in, like, that will eat you alive, those kind of moments. And that's where I want to connect back constantly to that sense of urgency, as in, you don't want to regret. When you look back at your life, you don't want to regret all this hesitation, all this doubt. I wish I acted upon it sooner. I wish this, I wish that. Because, and this is where I believe the most powerful decisions are made from, when you are connected to your heart. It doesn't matter who I'm in a coaching session with, whenever someone is about to make a significant decision in their life, they often immediately go into their head and they start questioning every single thing. The thing that I want to guide them back to is their heart space. Like, you want to use your mind as a tool. You don't want your mind to be the driver. And this is where you want your heart to be driving. Your heart is a risk taker. Your heart wants adventure. Your heart already knows what you want to be doing. And it requires, like I said, a leap of faith. Because you only know this is the direction that you must go into. And you're like, why? Why is it this direction? Is this the right direction? No, this is the direction. It's go. It's go time. That's it. That's all that you know in a lot of cases. You only know this is the target, and you start questioning, and you want certainty in the path, and what happens with the steps, and what happens if this, and I need to prepare for this. But life doesn't work that way. An adventure doesn't work that way, because what creates an adventure is the uncertainty. And I believe that you want your life to be adventurous. You want your life to be such a fun, exciting adventure. And that means, let's take some risks. Let's go for this thing. Let's invest in this thing. Let's do this trip. Let's start this project. Like, what would happen if we start this project right now? What would happen if I start doing this or this or this? Be excited about the possibilities. And maybe if you're watching this video, let this also be a moment, a defining moment, because what are you waiting for saying yes to your dreams? A full body yes. Your body knows. Your body knows when you said yes. Like, testing the waters is not saying yes. Like, you know that when you committed, that there is no way back anymore. And that's the place that you want to get into when it comes to making significant decisions in your life. Like, what do you need to happen? What kind of permission do you need to get started? What kind of clarity do you need to get started? What kind of connection? Who needs to cheer you on? So this is where you also have to be honest. What are you actually waiting for? Are you waiting for more money? Are you waiting for the mentor that pops up out of nowhere? Are you waiting for more clarity on your path, which is going to change if you wait for too long, because the world is changing at such a rapid pace? Like, what are you waiting for? To start posting content? To start your business? To start this project? To move to a different country? What needs to happen? And this is the thing. You're waiting because you're afraid. And this is where you have to get real with yourself. This is always the case. You're waiting because it's too uncertain to take that action. That's what you're waiting for. You want more certainty. You want more safety. But no one wants to live a life looking back, oh man, I was so safe in my life. Like, this is incredible. I was so certain all my life. This is not how you want to look back at your life. You want to look back at your life and think, holy fuck, this was an incredible adventure. Like the roller coaster that I've been on, like, this is insane. Like, you could create a documentary about my life. You can write a book about my life. It's that crazy. That's the kind of life that you want to be living. And that also requires you taking this leap of faith non-stop. Doesn't matter how hard you fall on your face. You pick yourself back up and you go again and you go again and you go again. Because that's the beautiful thing about life. You have an infinite amount of opportunities until you die. That's the beautiful thing. You can try again and again and again and again. No one is stopping you. So let's end on that note. What are you waiting for? Like, I believe your time is now.